بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا زدنا علما. اللهم إنا نسألك الإخلاص والقبول وأن تنفعنا اللهم بما نقول. اللهم أمين. وبعد. Sister in Islam, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Tajweed course 101, simple step-by-step Tajweed course on the YouTube channel here and on my website. My name is Maghfira and I am an online Quran teacher, and you are watching Maghfira Education, the place to learn and know how to read Al-Quran properly and understand its meaning. We started a series that is called Tajweed 101 to simplify the Tajweed science and to deliver it in a very simple way. And the last lesson we started with the very important introduction and what is Tajweed, okay, and what is related to, and so on. And today, inshallah, we are going to continue, and we will continue from the point that we reached to, which is the mistakes that may happen. But before we go to the mistakes, we have to know that very important tool that we have to use on our journey. The learning Tajweed is contingent on 4 matters. Number 1, knowing or knowledge of articulation points of the letter. So the first thing that we need to know so that we can so that we know and learn Tajweed is to know the articulation point of each letter. Number 2, knowing the characteristics of each letter. So we have to know the articulation point, then the characteristics that each letter is specified with or specialized with. And after that, we have to know the rules that may change due to the order of letters or sequence of letters. And this is the tool really for the Tajweed, is to practice and exercising the tongue and a lot of repetition. Without exercising your tongue, your level may be unable to enhance. So please, we have to practice, and we have a lot of application. And now we are going to know the mistakes that may happen. Mistakes is a word called al-lahn, and the lahn, or the mistakes that we have on the recitation, are 2 types of mistakes: clear mistakes and hidden mistakes. Clear mistakes, that's something clear, as its definition maybe show that, and hidden mistakes, it's something that maybe pass. Let's go first with the clear mistakes. The clear mistakes is maybe one of these 4 things. Number 1, changing a haraka. If we have, for example, kataba, and we read it as a kutiba, the meaning totally changed. So the mistakes that change the word's meaning, it's called clear mistakes. And changing a haraka, it may be changing mutaharrik to be sakin. When a letter had haraka, we move it to be a sakin. This is from the clear mistakes that related to changing a haraka. And we may have, or that may happen due to changing a sakin to mutaharrik. Letter has a sukoon, we may make it to be a fatha or dhamma or kasra to be mutaharrik. This is changing a harakat. 3, adding or dropping a shadda. When a letter doesn't have sukoon or any haraka, and we put it from our side, so this is changing the haraka. Number 2, dropping a letter. Word like, for example, وَقَالُوا عُبُدُوا. Okay, and we remove the ayn, for example, so the word totally changed and the meaning totally changed. So number 2 of clear mistakes is dropping a letter. Number 3 is changing a letter. It is ta, we put it as a ta, or even the reverse. We have a sin and read it as a sad. So this is changing a letter, and this is from clear mistakes. And number 4, adding a letter that is not on the word that we are going to read. So these are the 4 types of clear mistakes: changing a haraka, dropping a letter, changing a letter, and adding a letter. And let's talk deeply about this mistake. This mistake is a very obvious and can be felt. And these mistakes must be avoided by all, and to avoid them, one must know the rules of Tajweed. We must avoid it at every cost and change the meaning of a Quranic word. And if a person falls into the clear mistakes, this is considered a sin, and these mistakes are haram. So we have to learn before we know to not fall in these mistakes. That is sort of a sin. And the hidden mistakes, it is really lighter than the hidden mistakes, the clear mistakes. And the hidden mistakes, it is lighter, and it's regarded as lacking in a completeness of the recitation. And number 2, doesn't change the meaning of the Quran, but the beauty of recitation diminishes. And it is makruh, okay? And if done intentionally, it is haram. So if, for example, you know that you have to make idgham, for example, noon after wow, it is idgham, or noon after meme, it is idgham, okay? And you skip it intentionally, this is haram. And number 4, reading against the rule is under this category. So if you are not learning the tajweed and you read it, you read some words liking to the makruh or the hidden mistakes, like for example related to the idgham, the ghunna, the tafkhim, the tarqiq, the heaviness, the lightness, and so on, because you are still on the track, on the road, so this is considered a hidden mistakes, and it is lighter, nothing on it, but it is better to you to learn how to read the Quran properly. So this is related to the hidden mistakes, and until this point let's stop here. Inshallah, next video we are going to continue, and the next video we are going to know seeking refuge and saying basmala at the beginning of a recitation, and the states that and the cases that we can seek refuge each time. Jazakumullahu khaira. See you inshallah on the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.